This is the accident review. We've had a rash of accidents lately, and we wanted to go over some of those to point out some things to prevent and things to think about when you're going to stores. A lot of these accidents have happened at stores, close quarters maneuvering. So Travis, if you want to pick it up.
Yeah. So, like Steve said, we had a couple accidents recently. This one on November 11th, we had a driver take out a light pole, just simply didn't make a turn wide enough. If you want to, next slide. So right there, that light post. So driver was making a left turn into that store, and his trailer hit that light post and knocked it down. And so we just got to be aware of our surroundings and of how wide the turns need to be. Complacency. I get that we as drivers, drive the same store each week. So we get kind of on autopilot, and we kind of forget certain things that we need to do as drivers. Next slide, please. So again, that's just another angle of where he was making a turn. He had enough room, as you can see, to make that turn. This driver said, he's done it several times. This one, he just, like I said, got complacent and didn't do it properly. Next. And then that's just another bird's eye view of the route and of how to get in and exit. I believe that you all have access to this site as Steve, do you know what the site's called off the top of your head?
What the actual link is? I can email.
Yeah.
I can email out the link with this.
Okay. You all should have that link too. You just type in the store number and this will pop up, and it'll show you the best way to enter and exit out of the store. Next. And then, so just factors to consider as we are driving and as we are going to these stores. Size of trailer, each day you can have a different size trailer, so keep that in mind as you're going into these stores. Some stores, hey, you had a smaller trailer, so it's a little easier. Now you have a 48 or doubles or something like that. So just making sure that you are remembering the size of your trailer so you can maneuver a little better. Dark or daytime, I know a lot of, especially your first or couple stores, you're going to be in the dark for pedal drivers. So just a reminder of that. Be extra alert at the night, because a lot of these stores in the back kind of don't have bright lights so you can see. So just making sure that we're being aware of that. Raining, we're getting to the raining and snowy seasons in certain areas. So making sure that we are driving a little slow and being cautious of that. Again, cars, trucks, and dumpsters. There's a lot of cars that kind of park in the back of these stores, so being mindful of that. Dumpsters, I know there's a couple stores in Utah that we're mapping out that had some dumpsters right there, and truck and drivers were cautious about that and just making sure that we are scanning our surrounding areas. Right here, blindside backing. Obviously, try not to do that if we can, but sometimes we can't. So again, if we have to do the blindside backing, get out and look, survey the areas, and look up. I like to look up for hazards. There's a lot of tree branches or lights, light boxes that we might not notice, because a lot of times we look down at the ground or look to the side. We don't look up. So making sure that we consider looking up like that. And then the trailer swing. We know how they swing. So making sure that we're swinging wide enough to not nick anything. You have anything, Steve?
Yeah, we've had a few trailer swing. It just happens basically with 53-foot trailers when they have the tandems up really far, and people just they don't realize how far out that's going to go. In this particular accident, there were 2 people, right, that were there.
The next accident we'll talk about.
This was a single. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one.
Yep. So this happened on the 8th. So this was a driver hit the safety pole and bent the rim of the trailer. So he just got close and again made a turn and just didn't swing it wide enough. Next slide. So there it is, right there. That pole he hit. It is a tight spot, but I think a lot of these stores have tight spots like that, so we just got to be aware. Next. And there we go. So there was a video, but this is just what we can do right now. So you can see he kind of made a little turn too close to that pole and kind of took it out and took that rim out, bent that rim pretty bad. So next slide. So again, same thing. Vacuum is considered. So same thing as the last slide. So just making sure that we consider all these factors. Next. Prevention. So again, we want to try to prevent these accidents. Most of these accidents that we're seeing are fixed objects, so they are preventable. I think obviously goal to get out and look, that's a big one of, take your time, get out, walk around, look at everything, making sure that you can kind of plan the route that you're going to take to get out of stores or to get into stores. Don't be, I know you might have that feeling like I'm a senior driver or something and I can do this with my eyes closed, but don't be complacent, get out and look and just be safe because you don't want to take that chance of hitting something and that's a bad day for you. Walk the path. I think that's a good one. You can get out, walk your path, look around, plan the way you want to go. Stay focused. Always be scanning surrounding areas. So again, always scan. This accident that the one that hit the safety pole, in the video you see him sort of looking on his blind side and he wasn't scanning everywhere. He's just looking at that side and he just got too close. So I think if he was scanning and then looking in both mirrors, I think he would have seen that and made a correction. Empty totes, I like that. Use those as visuals. They're pretty bright and easy to see. I know when I was driving, I had a couple tight areas. I'd use an extra vest to use as a visual. It's bright and I can see that, so I used that and that helped me out pretty well. Got anything, Steve, on that preventions?
No, just add, these two accidents. So we get accidents of kind of two flavors: backing and when the driver's moving forward. So it was a little odd that we had too close where the driver's moving forward, where you would assume that they're doing more scanning. But like you said, there was some complacency in this, some expectation of, I've done this before. I know where the hazards are. I've done this before. I'm fine. I'm not going to check both sides. So that's where the complacency came in. But
yeah, exactly.
That's all I got.
And then is there a next one? Yeah, that's it. I mean, again, just we just need to take our time, like I said, and we need to always remember to scan. And I think treat each story like it's your first time being there. I think that's a good route to take. Of like you said, Steve. I think a lot of times when we're driving, we go to these stores the same ones every week. So I know exactly where to turn. I know exactly how to back up, and I know my way around. But if we treat it as if it's our first, then I think we'll have a better mindset of driving.
All right.
That's it.